Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pegasus Movies Podcast. My name is Robert Bettis and I'm your host with the most. No, I'm just joking. Today we are actually going to be talking about IMDb. If y'all were tuning in yesterday, I kind of told you about... Sorry, hold on. My necklace is like all over the place. If y'all are tuning in yesterday, I was kind of telling you about Film Freeway and what the importance is on selecting the actual festival you want, right? Some of them offer a IMDb credit as an award. Now, most people are like, no, I want the money. No, I want an actual trophy. Dude, fuck that. If they're going to give you an IMDb credit, that is the ultimate prize you could get for submitting an idea you had a year ago, okay? I submitted into the SIFT Awards in Canada, and I got my IMDb credit. Having that allowed me to create an IMDb account. That allowed me to put all my awards that I won for photography, videography, directing, producing, screenwriting, all my shit on there, right? Now, that also allowed me to get in touch with any director I wanted, any producer I wanted. Actors, actresses, cinematographers, studios, record labels, artists. I got the direct contact information, right? Email, phone number, all that to Travis Scott, literally in my phone. And it allowed me to submit my work to people, offer touring photography, offer regular photography, videography, documentary work, all of this. Not to get off topic, but for those of you watching, I really like this color setup. I think this is like the best color setup I fucking had. This red and like this like off red with this blue. I don't know. I'm really liking it. It makes my shoulders look good. Sheesh. Anyway, going back to IMDb. Now, this is for anybody in the actual industry, right? It's important to have. My goal, I've told y'all this many times, many times. My goal is to have an IMDb account, and that was last year, right? I made Stratum just for that reason. I said, I need this account to get in touch with everybody. I need to have it. So I said, what am I going to do? What am I going to offer somebody that would want to watch my stuff? And I said, you know what? I'm going to make a company. I'm going to make a movie, right? Because I was always an editor and a videographer, never a director, but I always wanted to direct. And I said, you know what? That's it. So I sat down and figured out, what do I like in life? What are my, loves and passions? And for those of you that don't know, I'm actually a mixture of spiritualism and paganism. Now, I say I'm a mixture because I still believe in God, still believe in Christ, all that stuff. Lord and Savior, everything, and I pray to Him daily. But I also believe in other gods. And my biggest one that I resonate with is Zeus, right? Is Greek mythology, Greek gods, goddesses, the journeys, all that. So I thought to myself, what can I make that would incorporate all the things that I love in life? And so I said, you know what? Let me come back to it. I sat down, watched my favorite Disney movie, Hercules, obviously. And I was looking at Hercules, and I was looking at Pegasus, looking at Hercules, looking at Pegasus. And I was like, that's such a cool, relationship. And I said, you know what? I want my relationship for my films and the people who watch it to be just like that. And that's when it hit me. I'm going to call my company Pegasus, spell it a little bit differently. And my logo is going to be Hercules putting on the lion's mane. Got on my laptop, Googled the copyright. No one had it. So I bought it. And the next day, went down to the courthouse, filed my DBA, and then I made Stratum, right? 2 weeks after that, I filed for an LLC, and then I copyrighted the company. It's like I knew that my company was going to do well. I had no clients. I had some for editing, right? They hired me to do some editing, some videos, stuff like that. I was editing for some YouTubers, but Pegasus itself had no clients. No one's heard of me. Made some accounts on all my social media platforms, and little by little started growing. And then I got a client. Then I got another one. Then I got another one. Then I got another one. Right now I have 8 clients, and just on the 7th of May, my company will be a year old. Okay, so not even a year that my company has been around. I made a short film, placed in it. I made my goal of having an IMDb account. I made the account with the Academy Awards, the Oscars. I have an account there. My company is registered there. I teamed up with Amazon. Became a producer on Discovery Channel, all the sister companies. I can pitch shows. That's amazing, guys. And it's just what you can set for yourself and how you can get yourself out there is the biggest thing. I joined this thing called Clubhouse, right? My brother was on it and he invited me to it, joined it. And it's literally just an avenue of everybody in the industry talking to one another and networking all over the world. And there's this gentleman called Hamzan, and he kind of took me under his wing. He's a casting director out in California, and he's done the casting for Lucifer. He's done it for the remake of The Lion King, Aladdin. He was on all of that, and mind you, he's worked hand in hand with my dream director, which is Jon Favreau. And for that man to take me under his wing and kind of just be there for me really opened my mind to things. And that's why when I came back to this podcast, I thought, you know what, I'm going to do as much as I can to help anybody out there. And if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, well, we're going to find out together, okay? So going back to your IMDb account, that allows you to make your blueprint in the industry all over the world. And for those of you that are, wanting to be a manager and you don't know how to do it, right? You just got your first client and now you're scared. Okay, how do I get things? How do I get things? It's easy. You go on IMDb, you make an account. Now you have to pay for it. It's like $900 for the year, right? Now if you win a film festival, they knock it down to I think I paid $150, which is a big difference between that amount of money. And you set yourself up as a manager and you start networking. Hey, you get the number, call another management company. Hey, I'm a manager at such and such. I have this artist doing this. You call studios. Ardent Records is the biggest one to have an open submission. So you literally just submit your stuff and they will look at it. Music festivals, submit your stuff there. IMDb is the biggest worldwide platform that you can be on that will help you get anywhere you want to get to. I'm gonna put up a picture of what my IMDb looks like on the actual video. You want to make sure you have a solid picture. You want to make sure you have a good title, a good bio, all of that. Really dig down deep and figure out who you are. Now, I'm very blessed to have a team now. I have a publicist, an agent, a manager. I have, a stylist. I have someone who handles my credentials. So very, very blessed. And when you go to write your bio, don't write it yourself. Never write it yourself, because you're going to talk about yourself in a weird way. Have someone else write it for you, as if they're telling somebody about you, because it sounds better. Incorporate your life. You got kids, put that there. You got a wife, put it there. Talk in your bio is how they get to know you without knowing you. Talk about it. When'd you start? Why'd you start? Who are your idols? What do you want to be? What do you want to do? What you've accomplished on your own. And then you can put there, are you part of a union? Are you non-union? What are the big 3 things you are? For me, on mine, it says I'm a director, writer, and editor, because that's what I do. And then when I go to meet with people and they ask, okay, so this is what you do. I said, yes, but I also do photography, videography, I mean, you name it, I can do it, even down to web design. Your actual website that I have, right, and you see, I created it myself, man. That's when I was just starting. I figured out how to do everything I needed on my own, because that's the only way you can do things, guys. If you can't believe in yourself and do it yourself, how do you expect someone else to? Right? Now, for those of you that are looking, okay, because I just noted this, I am wearing another white shirt. This is different. This is the Rock's brand. So The Rock, what's up? And I'm not wearing, yesterday's shirt was my own company. Today I'm, rocking the Bull. But anyway, your IMDb is something that you definitely should get, no matter what. If you have the money, buy it now. Start networking. Find cinematographers. If you have a budget that you can use, man, you can hire some really good people. Even if you have a $5,000 budget, right? To a lot of people, that is a lot. To some, it's not, right? If you can make it work with $5,000, right? Say you have an investor. He's like, I can give you $5. Take it. Thank you so much. We'll put you in the credits. We'll put you in the credentials and give you a special thanks. Cool. Then you ask, hey, your building, can I film in it? Well, now you got a location shoot for free. That 5,000, you literally go to Little Caesars, get 12 hot and readies, open them up, put them out, get some cases of water and some soda. You spent what, $50 maybe on everything, snacks, drinks, food. Now you just fed your cast and crew for $50, right? Say you're shooting for a week. I know, we'll say, yeah, a week, right? And you spend $50, right? That should be that you spent what, 350? Is that what it is? It's 100, 200, 300, yeah. So $350 for the whole entire shoot. You fed them, right? Now, say you want to do a little more, okay? And you want to take $1,000 of that is going to be for your cast and crew, right? You appreciate them, they're working for the experience. Maybe they're getting paid, $60 a day, something like that. And you want to do something nice, so you buy, maybe some shirts made, things like that. And it makes them feel good, because man, not only did I get fed, made a little cash, but he also gave me something to remember this by, right? The rest of that money you put into promotion, okay? Go buy some cameras. If you don't have cameras, at pawn shops, they're still good, honestly. And I'm just gonna say this: half of those cameras there are probably stolen anyway. Nothing's probably wrong with them. Look at the bundles. You could probably get a Canon 80D and an 18 to 55 millimeter lens for like $400, right? Now you have a lens and a camera. Go get some shots, right? Say you want to shoot a documentary. Go to Amazon. Go to the lavalier microphones. You can get one for like $17, right? Hook it up to your camera. Now you got a camera, a lens, and a microphone to shoot your scenes. You don't have lights? That's fine. Make your scenes and your timing selections all in natural light. We're going to shoot the main interview in natural light. Boom. You got it. The GVMs are actually really, really good. That's what I'm actually using now as the actual main light here up in the front. I think I actually bought them off of Amazon for like $300, something like that. And they're LEDs. You control the app on your like phone. You can go the brightness, the darkness, the saturation. They have barn doors on them. They're really, really cool. Actually, if y'all want, I can do a separate video on my YouTube channel talking about the kind of gear that you can do and the different budget selections on how to do your short films or your feature films or things like that. Just know, if you're making a feature film and you don't have money, you shouldn't be making a feature film. You should definitely be making either a documentary, a YouTube documentary, or a short film, because a feature film is going to cost you some money, right? I'm actually working on my feature film now, and like it's a big production. I have like a certified captain with his boat. He was actually very, very gracious enough to not charge me to use the boat, and it's like a yacht type of thing, so I'm very honored for that. And then they knew, and I just figured out who knew who, right? They were friends with a person that owned like a bar and grill kind of thing, but it was like outside, really, really like on the beach. It was super nice. And I was talking to them, and I started getting to know them, right? They bought me a couple of drinks. We were talking, cool. And I said, "Hey, you ever thought about being in like a movie?" And they were like, "No, that's so crazy. No, we never thought about that." Like, and you know, they were telling us you'd make movies. Like, yeah, I'm actually working on one right now. He's gonna be in it. They're like, "Oh, that's so cool." I said, "Would you like to be in it?" They're like, "Yeah, but how?" I said, "You know what? Let me come film here, and I'll put y'all in it. Like if y'all are actually doing y'all's job." And they were like, "That'd be so cool. Yeah, man, just come film here." So now I got a location free of charge to film them working. Like, that's it. It's that simple, guys. I just place my little characters where I need them, position mics where I need them, and now I can shoot from a distance if I need to, if no one else wants to be there, you know. And what's cool is that I'm going to shoot during like work hours, so now I got free extras, but they're actual people who go there daily, who drink daily, who have their own stories and their own problems. Someone could break up with somebody the night before, show up to my set, get on there, and they look sad, and it matches the scene because they're at a bar. It's that simple. That fucking simple. Figure out what resources you have and exploit them. And I know that sounds super bad. And, you know, you always give credit and you always give thanks to whoever, but exploit them. That takes you back to the IMDb thing. Exploit that shit. Dig deep into that. Because there'll be people there that will say, work for experience. And that is the biggest thing you can do. When I first got into this industry, I was offered $5,000 to edit a Netflix film. And I said, how about this? Because I didn't have money to fly out there. I didn't have money for a hotel room. I didn't have money for anything. And I said, how about this? You give me $400 and the credit that I edited that film. And you let me edit from Texas, because it's different tax brackets. You don't have to pay all that extra. And I'll send it back and forth. And they ate it up. They said, yes, of course, yeah. So I just went to my editing studio, and I just did it myself, man. $400. I was editing anyway, but I got the credit. So now when someone goes, man, this film was such a good edit, who did this? They look, my name, oh, where's his contact information? And no one shares how much you make. Don't ever share that. So when the next person comes and like, hey man, I want you to edit my film. Cool, man. Yeah, I could do it for about five grand. And to them, they'll be like, hell yeah. Because if they're calling me from like Netflix, obviously they have a budget. You know what I mean? And 5 grand to them, hell yeah. 5 grand to me, that's great. You know? Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna edit from here. Just send it to me when you're like done. And for those of you that are editors, I'm gonna do a separate video. For those of you that are directors, we'll do separate. You know, we'll just do a bunch of different videos because it's just gonna get all bundled up. But they all Coraline, dude, that's such a good movie. Fuck. But they all coincide with one another. Now, IMDb, that's something, guys, that you have to get. You have to get. I don't care if you're an actor, an actress, producer, director, editor, photographer. If you do underwater basket weaving, I don't care. You have to get it, okay? It's something that you should definitely look into. So, let's look back on what we covered, right? IMDb. That's it. It's important, guys. Okay? You want to make sure that you get with the right people, do the right things. Talk with whoever you can talk to. Because if not, you know, the best saying that I've ever heard was, closed mouths don't get fed. If you're not out there meeting people, talking to them, doing things, that they don't know what you can do. This industry is all about communication. Who can you talk to? Who can you do things with, you know? That's it. Once you start, it's hard to stop, guys. It's hard to stop. Right now, I'm actually filming this. It's midnight. It is midnight. But I'm going. I've worked all day on movie stuff, doing everything, but I gotta get this out. And tomorrow, the next day. And tomorrow, it doesn't matter the time. But I also like doing it at night because I can control the lights better. Like during the day, I gotta put blackouts on, and it's just a big hassle and shit because I have windows here. But IMDb, guys. Now, for those of you on YouTube watching, drop in the comments below if you have any kind of questions. Okay. For those of you on Spotify or just listening, go to my social media at Pegasus Movies. DM me. I respond to everybody personally. There isn't like an automated system. There's no one doing my thing. Or just email me at pegasusmovies@gmail.com. For those of you that are interested in my work, or those of you that actually want to participate in what I do and all that, go to my web. Sorry, can't talk. Go to my website at www.pegasusmovies.com, and all my stuff's there with all my link, even my IMDb link. If y'all want to see what mine looks like, again, I'm gonna put a picture normally of what it looks like on here at the end again of my other stuff, but for now, that's all I got for y'all guys. Just remember, it's important to have it. Please go out there and get your IMDb account and start making movies. And I can't wait to see what y'all create. I can't wait to see what I didn't think of, because that is the best. Because if I'm there like, I didn't think of that. How the hell did they do that? Or, man, that's so cool. That's how I know I did my job right. So please, all of y'all, at me on y'all stuff. Whatever it is, questions, y'all want me to see y'all's work, y'all want me to give some advice. If you're looking for a director, editor, all that, I'm glad to help. I'm Robert Bettis. This is Pegasus Movies Podcast. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.